Hi, I'm Lila Raziel. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before, or welcome back if you have. I'm just going to do a health note, which is going to be hopefully some short clips just whenever I remember or think of something that I think I can keep fairly short, because otherwise they're just going to be too long, like hours. um, so I at the moment I'm having really weird throat things. I had mold in my room. It's been out for like a week because I removed the mattress last Sunday. Yeah, so it's literally been a week. And before that I was having like raw sensitive throat and airways. Nose a bit, yes, the nose was inflamed, but it was like down my esophagus, my lungs, and ulceration in my mouth, like especially on the roof of my mouth. And like I was having like some weird ulcers and stuff in my mouth, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'd found a really nice plateau. I found a really nice plateau with my health, and I started getting sicker and worse and worse. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I found the mold, and I was like, well, I'm allergic, so that'd be why. So, still recovering. It's only been a week. It's been under there for God knows how long, and like the last 4 to 6 weeks I've been getting really not good again. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, I can't be developing multiple chemical sensitivity again because I don't have any of the other MCS symptoms. It was just weird respiratory stuff. I've been doing mindfulness and conscious, like, breathing, relaxation, meditation type stuff. And just making sure that I'm not freaking out because of it. Because it's really easy to be triggered and to let your mind go back to, oh my God, I'm really sick. Oh my God, there's something wrong. Like, no, you're fine. You just had a re-exposure, like a bad re-exposure to something that you're quite highly allergic to. It's okay to not be okay right now. But I'm not going backwards. It's just a setback. So last week when I found it, I took like 2 high doses of vitamin D and then dropped it down to like 20,000 for 2 days and then like 10,000 just to help mop things up, because that's really what helped me with multiple chemical sensitivity when I did have it. And I just thought, it's not going to hurt. But I don't want to stay on the vitamin D because I'd like to do it as keto of a diet as I can, because I do need to lose weight. I'll have more energy, my health will get better. I actually can lose weight now that I'm on the TRS, so when my body is detoxing, and toxins are coming out of my fat, because I honestly believe that's what happened, because I was already very toxic and already had symptoms of multiple chemical sensitivity for years before it became fully blown. And those were the years that I was putting on weight. So I think my body just got to a point where it was shutting down, really. It couldn't detox itself, and so it was like, well, we can't take it out of the body. We can't send it to the organs or to the brain or anywhere like that and make her really sick. So, the only place we can send it is her fat. So, so I think that's why I put on weight in those years. Like, there were lifestyle factors and stuff as well, but, I never had the problem with weight I did until all my other symptoms were getting worse. And at the time, I was having severe, environmental stress, because of 1 or 2 of my brothers, who shall remain nameless. They've turned their lives around now, and I'm really proud of them. But they did traumatize me at the time. That certainly didn't help my immune system or toxic issues. But yeah, the whole house was in survival mode back then, so I'm not going to feel bad for having too much junk food or whatever. I was getting bad before that anyway. So, and I was thin for years before I became more and more and more toxic. And actually it started, the toxic issue started getting worse after I had Epstein-Barr virus, which is glandular fever, mono, whatever you want to call it. Like my immune system wasn't good before that, but then after that it was just like too much. So since the mold, I've been having a few like weird throat issues, and it could be partly the TRS. Like I feel like it's detoxing something here. It's really weird. Because all the ulceration, all the raw throat, mouth, like ulceration stuff in the mouth, especially the roof of the mouth and like back at the soft palate. But I did have like a couple of mouth ulcers, and I was like, gee, like, am I really run down? Like, I've been taking all my vitamins and I was eating pretty well, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And then of course I found the mold, but all that raw feeling is all gone. The ulcers are all gone. Like almost as soon as the mold and the mattress was out of here, and the floor where it was cleansed with double strength cleaning vinegar to like really murder any mold that could have been down there. And I'm like, I've got my eye on it. I've specifically moved my bed to one side of the room so that I can like make sure that I can see this spot on the floor to be certain that it's not going to come back, or if it comes back, it's getting nuked again. And then I'm like, Mum, it came back, and she's like, okay, well, we need to cut the floor out and replace it. So I am getting better already. As I said, I did some high dose vitamin D. What was the most I took? I think maybe 60,000 international units. Actually, no, I think I took 90. The first day I found it, I took like 90 because I like kind of panicked. And when I was taking the highest doses of vitamin D, I was taking 130,000 IU, which sounds like a lot, but honestly, like, if you go to your doctor and you're low in vitamin D, they give you 100,000 international units anyway. It's just that you take it once a month, but I was taking it every day. But they would give that to a healthy person. I was not a healthy person. I was a very, very sick person. And it's an antioxidant, so your body uses it. Okay, so it sounds like, oh my God, that's so dangerous. I was fine, never had any problems. So, so I took 90,000, and then I took 60,000, and then 30,000, and then 20,000, and then 10,000, and now I'm just I'm not taking vitamin D because I just want to take vitamin C for a bit. So, I've sort of paused having the alternate nebulizers, and just giving my lungs a chance to recover. Just using Western medicine stuff as shit as it is. Because, you know, it is effective when you've been in an acute situation, which it really was getting to that point, like it was not good. But, you know, that's what happens when you're exposed to something you're allergic to. So, yeah, I'll get back to the natural nebulizers in the future. But, yeah, I just want them kind of back to normal. And I think I'm probably going to have a lung rinse, which is actually a bronchoscopy, but they essentially go in, you're under a twilight anesthetic, you don't remember anything. It's just that you wake up and you don't feel sick, like, general anesthetic does not sit well with me. Twilight's okay, I feel fine, so that's not as bad for me. But, I think because they just go in and they rinse out one lung at a time with saline. So it completely unblocks all your small bronchioles and your alveoli sacs, which that's the problem right now. Like, it's so low in my lungs, I can't get it out myself. I've had 4 or 5 bronchoscopies from when I was still really severe, and then through like my recovery with low dose naltrexone and then vitamin D. So, I'm like, you know what, if my lungs need a reset after that kind of fairly long term, like 4 to 6 weeks, like to be exposed for that long to something you're allergic to, I mean, it was probably longer. It's just that it was obviously getting worse and worse, like the mold was growing more and more, and so the exposure was getting worse, and I'd been exposed for longer and longer. So, ugh. So I think I just need a reset. I'm like, oh, God, like, if I could fuck off Western medicine, like, and never have to use it again, that would be ideal. But I'm just not there yet. And after this exposure, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up for needing something that is beneficial and in the long term. Like, they put me under. Okay, the anesthetic drugs aren't ideal. You don't need any painkillers. It's fairly innocuous, you know, like it's not really a big deal. So yeah, I'm just going to get a referral to my respiratory specialist and just be like, look, it's been a while, but I need my lungs seen too. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, I'm just taking lots of vitamin C at the moment, which is helping. I'm also taking Seneca and ammonia to help try and clear stuff off my chest naturally instead of using... I'm not using steroids, even if my specialist tells me to. Like, I just refuse. I can't. Unless it's like April when I stupidly took the aspirin and ended up in the hospital overnight. Like, okay. They had to give me like 260 milligrams of steroids. 200 of that was IV and then like another 60 the next day or something. So, like, okay, you have to titrate down. That is the last time I've taken steroids. And I'm like, I'm not going to take it unless I'm in like a life-threatening situation, or I was in a life-threatening situation, and then I have to taper down, because if you stop taking steroids because it's such a powerful drug, you get really sick. It's not good. So, yeah. I'm trying to be as natural as possible. And honestly, the McGloins, Seneca and ammonia is really good. I was taking the Gold Cross. It's fucking shit. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. The McGloins, though, that's the one I took in childhood. And it fucking works. The Gold Cross brand, this is Australia. I don't know what people have overseas. But the Gold Cross one is... It's just, it's very strong with the ammonia. And whereas the McGloins, I think it has more of like the herbal stuff in it. I mean, ammonia is still from a plant. But I think it has more licorice root and stuff in it, because it's like a much darker colour, even when you put a bit of hot water in it and then take it. And it tastes completely different. Like, the Gold Cross one is very clearly very heavy on the ammonia, and the other one is more with the herbal and the licorice root. And it's disgusting, but it's effective. So, and it is helping get stuff out of my lower airways. If my respiratory guy's like, well, you need to take Bisolv, if I have to do that for like a week before my surgery, I will. Reluctantly, but I will. But I'm not doing steroids. I can't. I can't fucking do that to my body anymore. I refuse. I abjectly refuse. I will take high-dose vitamin C to help deal with the inflammation in my lungs, but I'm not doing steroids anymore. I just fucking can't do it. I can't. My immune system just needs to heal, and that's not going to help. So, so I'm taking high-dose vitamin C. I can't really flush with vitamin C. I think as long as I stick with it, even though I'm not, because you're supposed to flush with it every day for a week, or it might even be a month. I'm not sure. I'd have to get back to you if you really want to know about that. But there's a orthomolecular medicine and vitamin C group on Facebook. Still having trouble talking. I don't know how I'm going to do my videos for next month. I think I'm just going to do one every 2 days from now until November. So yeah, I'm taking high-dose vitamin C. I have to buffer it with magnesium carbonate because I can't take it on its own, otherwise I get reflux. Like, even now my stomach's like a little bit burny. and like a little bit not happy, and I've got a little bit of reflux. But if I was taking it with absolutely no buffer in it to make it more pH for my stomach, it's just too harsh on my stomach. It just can't take it. But it does help to move your guts and it does help to heal your guts, and it helps with your inflammation. It's just like, and if you research vitamin C, it's like amazing. It can do anything basically. And I can't take high dose vitamin D and eat most of the foods that I would need to on keto. But I can take vitamin C, and I can take a little bit of vitamin D. I can take like 10,000 IU with high dose vitamin C is fine. But if you're on high dose vitamin D, you cannot take any vitamin C because that will send you into hypercalcemia. So yeah, you have to be careful if you're going to be your own doctor, like very fucking careful. Like it took me years to research things because I was very thorough. Because I knew like no one else is going to do this for me. Certainly not doctors in Australia. There's a big part of me that wanted to go doctors because they don't do much healing, to be fair. The only doctors I really truly respect is my respiratory specialist and my ENT. And that's the sum total of my respect for doctors. Because they're like two of the rare ones that actually know what they're doing and wouldn't be like, oh my God, you're crazy for sniffing vitamin C. They'd probably go, oh, yeah, well, I can, yeah, okay. They'd be like, okay, you're a little nuts, but interesting. Maybe I'll go have a research. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. I'm also taking some NAC to help with, obviously I'm taking TRS, vitamin C cut with magnesium carbonate. Sniffing sodium ascorbate. Do not do it with ascorbic acid. You will burn your fucking nose out. I've tried it. Don't advise. The sodium ascorbate's fine though, but don't sniff it in like a line. Just sniff like a little pinch. I'm like, what other natural things am I taking? Not much really. I'm not taking much at the moment. It just gets too much sometimes, like taking a whole lot of supplements. Like, yeah, I don't know. I need to think about, magnesium. Yeah, I'm taking magnesium. I'm always taking magnesium, otherwise, yeah, I don't know what it is. I really want to do genetic testing because I'm sure that it's going to come out saying that my body misuses not just vitamin D, but magnesium and probably vitamin C as well. And God only knows what else, honestly. But yeah, I want to get genetic testing and then submit the raw data to some online, what's it called? Translator. It's like a medical translator. So you submit your raw data and then they give it back to you translated into like words. Because there's so much raw data and, if you don't understand it and you can't research what it means, like you've got no idea. So I really do need to get onto that. But yeah, so it's almost 20 minutes. I'm like, oh God. Like I'm tired, so I've probably crapped on, so I do apologise. But yeah, it's a bit of a history, and hopefully the next one of these will be short and just a quick update or just something that I've remembered. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope maybe you've learned something interesting. You can always comment or whatever if you have a question. Yeah. I'm going to go watch some YouTube and then go to bed. I'd love to do a video for like Tarot and Oracle for my alphas, for my alpha life paths, but I'm just like, I just can't. I just need another day to recover and then I'll start. Okay, I'm going to go, so take 3 for luck. Bye.